What do you think? Good. Morning, everybody. It's Friday, July 8th, 2016, and I'm headed into work for the day. Let's check the Ethereum report, shall we? Wow, 6 miners running Claymore. Who could ask for anything else? What's Claymore? Well, I think I mentioned it yesterday or the day before, but right now my miners, they're dual mining. So they're mining 2 cryptocurrencies at the same exact time. So one is Ether, excuse me. One is Ether, the other is Decred. And yeah. So, getting a little concerned with the news this week. It's getting things are getting very, very dicey in the country here. So we had just celebrated 4th of July. That was on Monday. And Tuesday, I believe, I could be a day off on all this, but Tuesday, the Alton, I think his name is Alton Rice, was shot and killed by 2 police officers outside of a convenience store in Baton Rouge. The next day, oh, I'm sorry. Let me rewind. So we had Independence Day. Tuesday, they announced that Hillary Clinton pretty much screwed the pooch with her email scandal, broke so many security protocols, and just miserably failed at doing her job. At her own private email server in her own basement. All kinds of stuff. And so that was Monday. And then the FBI director said that he does not recommend any legal action be taken against Hillary Clinton. That was on, I believe, Tuesday. I think they did it on Monday, but the news came out Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday, Alton Rice was shot and killed by 2 police officers in Baton Rouge. And the video, there's a video from 2 different angles of that. And I'm not jumping to any conclusions. All I'm gonna say is that the video looks bad. Like, to the layperson, the video looks really, really bad. It looks like an execution. Then there's a video clip on Wednesday of a guy named Philandro or something like that, in, I believe it was Minnesota. And this guy was supposedly a licensed concealed carry civilian. Got pulled over or something in a traffic stop. He told the cop, this is just, the information I have right now, but told the cop that he had a license to carry and that he was going to reach for his ID, and the cop shot him, like, in the arm or something like that. So, like, right after the guy was shot, his girlfriend or wife in the car went on to Facebook Live and started broadcasting everything, and the guy, like, literally dies in the video. But his girl, the one broadcasting, like, seemed very calm, very cool, very collected. The daughter in the back wasn't crying, even though a gun was fired like 3 feet from her, supposedly. I don't know what's going on. It's so bad it almost looks staged, but that was Wednesday, and then last night there was just some nasty shit went down in Dallas. There was one, maybe up to 3 snipers in an elevated position firing down on responding police officers. I think the latest count, there's like 5 officers dead. There's like 3 or 5 officers dead, police officers, and like 10 or so wounded. I don't even know if they found the shooter or shooters. I just saw an article saying last night a police officer in Baton Rouge was killed while they were sitting in their car, like police car. And then there's some mumblings going around declaring tomorrow open season on cops in Baton Rouge or Louisiana. This is bad. This is really, really bad. I was so, like, I don't follow the news at all, and with social media being as immediate as it is now, like, I basically get the full news right through my Facebook feed, and I had to turn Facebook off or get off of Facebook a couple times yesterday. I was just too overwhelmed by it all. You know, between all the shootings and the politics going on, politics is like the new religion. It's like a fun thing for young kids to dabble in and stuff. They think they have they understand it and all that. But for those that are just paying attention in like the last 8 years or something, they don't realize how rigged the system actually is. Like, it's so bad, and it's been like that for decades, probably since the beginning, to be honest. But I mean, I've noticed it my whole life. I think 9/11 was my first rude awakening, where I was like, something's going on here. Like, this isn't for something as bad as 9/11 to go down. They sure didn't really handle the investigation that well. They didn't care. They're playing on the prejudices and the fear of the populace to push their agenda, or to misdirect or to direct your attention to a different subject or topic, away from whatever is really truly important. So my heart's pretty heavy. You know, not only do I have myself to protect out here, but I got a family. I got my son now. Well, that last clip got screwed up by the camera. That's why I stopped the very first clip kind of short or in between points, just in case that happened. Probably try to recover some of it, but whatever. It just comes down to this, like, we can't I don't think violence is the answer. Like, there's more than one person that's going out and putting out videos and content that's saying, like, well, we already marched, we already did all that, and nothing's changed, nothing's happened, so go out and arm up yourself, fuck the police, protect yourself, don't count on the police for anything, etc. I don't know, man. I don't see this getting better anytime soon. It's gonna definitely get much worse. And you know, my biggest fear is these guys are waging war on cops. They're gonna wage war against the police, and the police are gonna do what they do normally, like in affluent neighborhoods, bad neighborhoods, projects, etc. The cops, when they're called, they're not gonna respond because they fear their own life or their safety's in danger or whatever. And then these people are going to start complaining that quite the opposite, that there are no cops around. What happened to all the police? We need help. Oh my God. They're fearing the cops, or want to fight the cops, and they're not realizing there's a much bigger issue at hand. There's an undertow, and that's actual legit crime. I'm not saying any of these shootings by the cops are justified or worth it or any of that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is the cops keep control of the system. You remove the cops and all that evil, all the bad stuff, all the bad people, they're gonna run wild. And then everyone's gonna say, well, where are the cops? Where are the police? They're sitting at home with their families. They're living their lives. You didn't want them? Guess what? You're not going to get them. Stay tuned for more.